Oh, fuck. Hello, and welcome to Sperocraft Season 1, Episode 2, the Minecraft series where I bite off way more than I can chew and commit myself to a workload that I'm pretty dang sure is not sustainable long term. Let's start with an acknowledgement to you, the person who clicked on this video. I uploaded Episode 1 thinking, or in my mind, knowing, that no one other than my partner was going to watch it. I did it simply because I love this game, and I love video editing, graphic design, and composing music even more. Imagine my shock when the video got over 1,000% more views than my previously best performing video, a song that I uploaded that you totally shouldn't check out by going to my page and finding the Sparrow Jams playlist, link in the description. Now, 500 some odd views would be considered by most to be pretty small potatoes when it comes to YouTube, but I disagree. Y'all are some of the biggest potatoes anybody ever saw, and I couldn't be gladder that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, let me go ahead and ruin that by potentially alienating some of you. I use glitches in this game. Quirks about the structure of the game that most people don't know about that make the game much simpler and more fun for me. I'm gonna share with you a glitch that I use for caving, harvesting copper from trials chambers, and even sometimes getting materials from the nether. If you hit escape and you go to options, there's a super secret button that most people don't know about that essentially works as a mob switch, but bypassing the need to actually build a mob switch. Right here. That's it, y'all. I use peaceful mode sometimes. This series is meant to be focused on builds and antics. If that's not your cup of tea, or you think using a feature that's built into the game is somehow cheating, I invite you to go and support any other number of creators on this platform, or maybe go fart in a phone booth. That being said, there are some challenges I'd like to undertake while sticking to higher difficulty settings. I want to slay the Ender Dragon right in her face and explore ancient cities in easy difficulty or higher. It's not so much about making this playthrough seem more genuine as it is me wanting to do things that I've never done. I'm easily spooked, so the ancient city exploration is not something I'm looking forward to, but I'm gonna give it my best shot in a later episode. So yeah, peaceful. I'd probably play the whole game in peaceful mode if it wasn't for three things. Number 1, mob drops. I need bones to tame dogs, gunpowder for TNT and rockets, and tridents for throwing at the Cheeto and Chief. Hostile mobs don't spawn in peaceful, so I gotta change it to make mob farms work. Number 2, the end of it all. You cannot get to the end dimension in peaceful, so a lot of in-game items are unobtainable without switching to a higher difficulty. Number 3, tasty treats. I like the immersion of having to eat to recover health and stamina. I couldn't, for the life of me, find a mod that I liked that added hunger to peaceful mode, so I play on higher difficulties the majority of the time and go to great lengths to make sure the areas I'm building/living in are completely lit up or otherwise spawn-proofed. Now, speaking of yummy comestibles, I've got something that I'm really excited to show those of you who aren't insufferable neckbeards furiously typing a nasty comment that's just gonna get deleted. We got bees! Or maybe we just have bee. I swear I saw 2 of them, but right now I'm just seeing 1. But look at this. We've got a beehive, and it looks like it's full. Oh wait, there's the other bee. You guys have been hard at work. I know that that hive is full of yummy stuff. So we all know what comes out of a bee's hive, right? That's right. Iced coffee. Look at that. Iced coffee. Now that's just the buzz I needed. That's right, I made a texture pack that changes honey bottles into iced coffee. And you got nuts coming out of your butts if you think I'm not gonna also retexture the other foods. Like, look over here at this little farm that we made in the first episode. We got some crops growing. What we got over here? Well, obviously we got ice cream. It's just retextured carrots. But they're called ice cream. And you can eat them. See? Boom. And the funny thing is, you plant ice cream. You just put it down, and it turns back into a carrot. We've also got over here. Look at these. Obviously, these are well, you know what they are. They are wheat thins. We got some of those. We love wheat thins. Oh, and you know our favorite food. Why don't we just craft some up? Everybody knows what this is. You're gonna get a pumpkin. You're gonna get some sugar, and you're gonna get some eggs. And you're going to come over here, and you're going to combine them all. You're going to make some sugar. And uh-oh, what do we got here? We got estradiol. Who takes estradiol? Certainly not me. But it's good that we have it. Let's come over here and grab some potatoes. I wonder if those are different. Nope, still a potato. Wonder what happens when we cook it. All right, let's just pop it in the furnace and wait for it to cook. Come on, I want that baked potato. Give it to me. Come on. What is this? Dill pickle chips. My favorite chip in the world? Uh-oh. This because these textures are 2D. When you look at it this way, the lettering is backwards. But when you look at here, it's forward. But you can eat these. Well, I mean, if you had hunger, you could eat these. But you can eat them, and they're chips, and they provide the same saturation levels as baked potatoes. Now, you're probably wondering, oh man, this place is really flat. It's a lot flatter than it used to be. It's a big grass pancake. And what are all these chests? Well, I hinted in the last video that we were going to be doing something involving villagers. But these villagers got to have a place to live. I'm going to be trading with them. I'm going to be getting all kinds of stuff from them, but they need a place to live. So I got 4 buildings planned. This is going to be the stonemason building. Over here is going to be a library for the librarians. And over here is going to be a building for the Fletchers. They power everything because I'm going to use stick trades to get emeralds, so they need a nice building too. And then over here, I'm going to have clerics, and they're going to need a nice house too. We're going to start by starting on the first, the smallest build, which is going to be the stonemason building. So we're going to hop into a time lapse. And we are all finished. Let's take a look inside, why don't we? We've got, I mostly wanted to make the building out of stone because it is for stonemasons. So inside, on this lower floor, we've got just a little pattern floor, and an area for the stonemasons to work. There's going to be 8 of them total, and I wanted to make sure it was nice and lit up in here. So we've got some lamps, and we got some ceiling fixtures up here, and then you go up the stairs, and you've got the living quarters. Everybody's got a bed. That is going to make it so that iron golems can spawn, but I've decided, I just want to put up with the iron golems because I don't want to do the thing where people combine or they confine villagers to like a 1-by-1 space. I want to have them free roam, and if that means dealing with a few iron golems, that's fine. But I've put them a refrigerator up here that's actually functional. They can't put things in it, but it opens and closes. I've got my best approximation of a coffee pot here. I'm going to try and make it look filled with coffee at some point using armor stands, but this is the best I could get it right now. They've got little shelves with cups on them. The only cup-like items in the game are sea pickles and flower pots. So we've got all those. We've got a nice carpet and a nice chocolate bar ceiling, and more lighting. I've checked, and all of this is completely spawn-proof, so they are going to be totally safe in here. And also, something I found out: if you put carpet in front of a door, villagers can't use it. So they are technically trapped in here, but that's not how we're gonna look at it. That's how I'm choosing not to see it that way. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty horrible. But we've got 3 more buildings to do, and I think I'm going to combine the library and the Fletcher into one time lapse, so that the episode won't be too time lapse heavy. It's already going to be a pretty time lapse heavy episode, but here we go. It is a special kind of devastating to watch so many hours of your life condensed down into just a few minutes of time lapse, but they're finished here, and we're just going to go look inside them. We'll start with the library. We've got this nice brick out here. I tried to, make it look a bit weathered on the outside as though it's an old building, and we've got some shrubbery out front, and it's all nice and lit up. and very big, very imposing. And we just hop right inside. And we've got this little area in here. It's got plenty of bookshelves and lecterns for the villagers that are going to live here. And a nice little ceiling. Initially, the ceiling was just this white pattern pale oak log, but I wanted a little something else, so I put something else up there, something special. And if you head up the stairs, we've got another little area. It's got much more lecterns. We've got 4 stations with 5 lecterns apiece up here. And I've got these separated off with fence gates because I want the villagers who live on this level to stay on this level. And they've also got a fish tank with some tropical fish in it. Eventually, I'd like to light this up a lot better, but my lighting choices are a little limited right now, and I didn't just want to spam the bottom of it with sea pickles, so I'm thinking eventually I'll get some end rods up there to kind of look more like aquarium lighting. And then we've got this little area up here. There's nothing in it yet, but I haven't done anything. It's just a tiny little room with a window that overlooks this. So let's go look at that. And this is the Fletcher's house. They, like I said, they basically run the whole operation. They provide me with emeralds, so they needed a place to stay. We come inside, and we got places for them to work. Plenty of workstations, and a nice little furnace to keep them warm. I'm hoping that they can't get harmed by that. And also I have fire tick turned off in this world, so it's not going to catch this very wooden structure on fire. But each little corner has an employee area with some more sea pickles and flower pots. We really need some more cup type things in this game. But we've got 4 of these, and they're all identical. We've got this nice little thing in the floor. It's just some waterlogged stairs, just to break it up a little bit. I'm not sure if I love it, but for now it's staying. And then if you go up these stairs here, we've got some bunkhouses. It's nothing special really, not yet. Just a place for the villagers to sleep. And I really wanted to leave this area up top dark and unlit for the most part. So I instead of lighting it up, if I can get over there, I'll show you. I've just covered all of the spawnable surfaces on top of these beams with buttons that really don't stick out too much, but it keeps it looking gloomy up here in the rafters, which I like a lot. And if you come down here and go out this gate, you've got an area out here that has an archery range. Customers can come out here and test the products that they've bought on these target blocks, and it's all nice and lit up. That's a nice double feature of the jack-o'-lanterns. I really wanted to use them on top, and I initially thought about just using unlit ones, but the lit ones kind of keep the area nice and mob safe. So that is basically it with these 2 builds. Now, the next one, the final one, is going to be over here. We're going to do one final time lapse for this episode. And you'll notice that there are many more chests than I had for the other ones. Because I'm building a giant church. It's easily twice the size of all these other buildings, and it's going to take a really long time, so I'm probably going to do it in chunks. But cue the last time lapse. The lesbian church is here. The Sapphic sanctuary has now arrived. The chapel roan is finished. Well, sort of. Let's have a walk through, shall we, my good bitch? We come in through these big old front doors that are open. They could ostensibly close, but they obviously can't close. We come into the sanctuary. We've got some pews and we've got a stage up here. We've got these stained glass windows that are the best approximation of a lesbian flag that I could put together in Minecraft. But we've got this stage up here, complete with a lectern, and we're also going to have some armor stand choir members up here, and we're going to have a priestess right here behind these lecterns, and probably have some people in the pews as well. We've got this nice vaulted ceiling. I think that's what it's called, is a vaulted ceiling. I intend to have some sort of light fixture coming down from the top there, but my lighting options are currently limited, so we haven't started on that yet. But if you come over here to this doorway on the side, you got these ladders, and you just climb on up the ladder, and then you hit this trap door at the top, and you come out to this area right here. This is going to be where the villagers are going to live. I haven't really put together their digs yet because this was a very long build, but it's got nice open space, and you can see the outside and all the pillars and all the trusses. Is that what those are called? Trusses? Anyway, you can see it all, and you got some more stained glass windows, and it's going to be a really nice place for all the villagers to be. And that's going to be about it for today because, like I said in the intro, I may have bitten off more than I can chew, and I'm honestly surprised I fit everything into one episode. I plan to get all the villagers situated off camera because everyone and their grandmother has seen that shit before, and I'm tired. I spent upwards of 110 hours on building these 4 structures alone, and that doesn't even count this iron farm that I built at spawn, moving my starter crop farm from where it was behind the library to over here, terraforming and making the big grass pancake I built everything on, building this big fuck-off dropper for the intro, editing, retexturing items, and yes, I did turn all the swords into vibrators, and also composing and recording music for the time-lapses. It took 5 fucking ever, it was exhausting, weeks of work condensed down to minutes, and I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore, I quit. See you in episode 3.